quiet out there tonight. Can you hear the jack whales singing?
Beautiful. I wonder what they're saying.
Syndicate, vigilance, falling in. Private syndicate, vigilance, falling in. Private syndicate, vigilance, falling in. Private syndicate, vigilance.
Permission slips, ink, Hancock black. Yes, no tabs, check, schizophreniacs. Holla back in a hollow back bridge and accommodate width of my hunches if we seriously ponder excursions beyond and we're certain to wander in circles till we turn purple or turbo. Reserve the Merlot. It hurts though it's worth dozing off at the shoreline in froth. I take off my cloth and I trot to the tide, then buoyantly ride to the bounce every tide. Provide my report like a message in a cork. Liquid intoxicant force I export through aorta. Never meant much to two-hand touch, but the moment was so ripe to pluck, and what the ultimate consequence was I coughed and spat. New resolution, never swim through regretful abs. Chew on that, true that. Dose of meds, chemical combat, axe till the light is shed. Love is another favorite four-letter word to me. The second is flow and the first is free.
Too swollen numb, words left on the tongue hang heavy like a weight in the wake of a waiting room cocoon. Never too soon to resume a resume. For the very next day we play in the fire, waltz around the altar, two-step underwater like we don't have any fathers. Figure that, figurines lean too far for my self-esteem. I'm clean today, gone tomorrow. Start selling a bottle of my mother's sorrow. Sorries all around, yes indeed. Too many needs plus the mouths to feed. I gotta read to write, paint to live, soak it all in so I've something to give. In my office this, to let it all fall. Scenes from the tall glass, holding all my friends back. Here you are, and there I am. Loosen up the top for this cast to die. God knows I didn't try, but it's all love. She told me so in the undertow.
And on a day like this, awaken with clenched fist, weighted by the overdue addendums on the list, where they cross my mind and they cross the dotted line, enchanted by the future, now the present left behind. Words I had, I seek to regain, living in a tense that's a tense to my name. Now who I am, I should learn to love, describing a home but end up speaking of a glove. Not the first, nor the last, somewhere in the middle, I'm amongst the mass, blending in the dense perimeter by your fence. The more I bend, the lower the defense. I'm hung to dry, but the days are cold, overcome by an overwhelming fear of growing old. All this time I've done all I'm told. Now it's time to tell myself to take a stand and take hold. It's not so hard. To myself I repeat, it's not so hard. Refrain from the weak and the weeks pass by, but I'm better off. Review my agenda with another item crossed. Stop and go, never go round just when she pleases. I'm never pleased, but I wait and stay steady with her pace. Stagnant and damaged, losing track of the scattering pieces. It all seems seamless, ceaseless motivation. Thoughts remain vacant, dreaming filled in the gaps. Dreams of dreams that I'm lost within imagination. It's all a cycle, still I can't find my way back.
One tap precedes the second, laying grounds for a third. You're the unwilling test subject of patience grown disturbed, 'cause I'm itching in the digits for pushing buttons and knobs. You're bitching like a stray, playing pilot and God. This ain't working for me, I'm I'm afraid shade sunshine to moss. Cause what's mine is mine, yet again mine is no longer ours. It's harder on you for sure. I'm a rock in the river, just like sand built up in rivers. Take it, I'll be the giver. Decisions riddle us with compassionate combat. When chaos is on tap, horns they blow.
But nor do I care to take time lingering inside this glacial atrium of humming sonic dissonance. In an instant, I'm swept back and lost in the basics. Formation 442, I'm paired up front with you, and we don't know what to do as we stare defining hues. Who's this seamstress? Is my tie on straight? I think so great. Shall I find another maid in the wake as we cake on visages and our vases pay homage to the past as we pass in the hall.
Triptych or triad trio, a symbiotic tripod. City in a fog bank, billowing bandits tagged with a clean edge cut by cut.
Triptych, a triad trio, a symbiotic tripod. City in a fog bank, billowing bandits tagged with a clean edge cut by cut.
Triptych or triad trio with symbiotic tripod.
City in a fog bank, billowing bandits tagged with a clean edge cut by cut.
Triptych or triad trio, a symbiotic tripod.
City in the fog bank, billowing bandits tagged with a clean edge cut by cut.
What's left after we given the right of way?
What's left after we give it?
Right of way, a way to shoot in haze and catch up.
What's left after we give it? The right of way. Right of way, a way to shoot in haze
And it seems to me it's majorly motor control. We meet you every time the police push to console the holes in whole. So turns as a whole.
Teeth marks provide the guidelines to terror preparation. I'm nearing point of hemorrhage, that's H for preparation. Two battle fangs you sunk deep with climatic sensation. Your blood too just my type, I've had many an invasion.
It's a queer chemical romance. Life is an awkward slow dance. Gone back to the days of chrome mag. Jet setting upset by jet lag. In a manner of friendly speaking, we under heat's our observation. A backward run pursuit, risking notice above all danger. You pester me to give a green kick my shins underneath the desk. Fronting humbly from your tidy nest when your wig's under much distress.
Good comrade, accomplished accomplice, fish out of water, lemon air. Every protocol was face taken as places evacuate place where better off sticking to blue green dredges. That we got a crush once I'm in the mood for being a big person. All rolled up, I left the gloves off and touch once more.
I'm sorry about the thing that happened. Hold back. I'm very sorry about that.
Similar to learning a trade when it's displayed on my own. One of my mistakes taking choosing how to live. Living like it's all and never anything more. Running for my lines under my eyes, I'm in the bind. Bind or paper boat, can you withstand? Standing still in the vigorous sea. Seeing me off, can you see it at all? Always the heartache and circulates.
Circulating rumors increase the passing mentions. Momentum tension, teams off partial grains concealing feelings to flee the safety of a circus. Tents crash flat if the balancing act is apt in its reaction. The dance indoors but sure as my namesake bets are off. Toss us into the sorting had to tip the odds.
My load got heavy as the saw grew dim, so I'm steering this clip ship to the tune of whims. I need to change the wind, the course I'm on. I've been waiting on this carousel for too damn long, and the cycle drains. The map is stained. I'm sorry, but I must take a lead today. Go my way in the still of the night. I'm not running away, but running right into the heart of my life.
如果有多張船飛 I'm sorry about the thing that happened.
如果有多張船飛，你會唔會同我一齊走？
If I offer, would you answer in my favor or just linger further over like the moon, the fool, the sun? I am recalling falling over you until again I'm covered in the light alone in the stars for a second, and immediately I beckon, patiently awaiting, stating my intention and the lesson to be learned. Staring at the burn upon my arm, remembering the harm I casually caused myself when without.
Coming and going, both at a mind-blowing feet to repeat to the beat of discreet birds hum no defeat as they cheat on air with a rare all pair. Just hurry upstairs, no averting your fear, be my circle not squared. Thwart misconnections we hate to wear. I picked our pretty section side by side, just accept my affection and do please ride.
Would you go with me? Would you shoulder the burdens of the load to the stars implode? I'm leaving today, but I bought another ticket if you go one way. Do you have a choice to make? Do you believe in fate? Do you seize my hand? That you still have control of your life but no plans until they coexist? An existential reverence rising up from the wax and wicks like a wish.
I'm sorry about the thing that happened.
係我
Hold back.
如果有多張船飛，你會唔會同我一齊走啊？
There are some days the happy ocean lies like an unfingered heart.
Shadow line, time on the dust on the crest of a newborn wave. A wave that'll fade in a never-ending cycle of survival and arrival to the tune of recital. Tall tales, ship to the sea, seesaw back to a naive me. Push this line, waste this time, take a little nip off the neck of the wine, and I find dissipation is a station that I exist inside out. Turn the colors of the wind to begin anew. Faces hue, shaded in a jaded outlook, semi-sedated, truncated in the excess. I know I cut off too much and I truly don't know. Well, I guess it's the fluctuation of my patience integrated with this changing of the guard that I know can be too far off. And there I go, as a new wave rises and emotion slowed. I wish it would hurry up or go in reverse. Being stuck in the middle ain't a feeling worse. Now I'm cursing Neptune, sucking up cloud plumes, pondering the chances that I never got around to. Take and make it the least of my last breath, swallow the gnat. Holding a boulder, just holding me down as I'm bound to my task. And for the sails on the mast, practice the craft like the last thing I love in an open ocean. I try to assemble a jury rudder with the help of a few others in ballast. It's pointless and I know that, but something deep inside just refuses to die. So we born together as a rolling chocks breaking in a matter of minutes. All equilibrium's lost.
Berries.
Grain 1, grain 2, this is how we do. Melting in the wake, should've built it on a lake. Grain 3, grain 4, now we have more spires to fall under the beauty of it all. Yellow buckets full of glass, hearts cannot grasp love as they pass in the offshore breeze. I bent to make a rampart, stalwart defense, defending all my nonsense, fortified by resenting figurines in the yellow submarine. What percentage me machine in the maze so fresh clean? I lean too far as the tide swallows stars. Scar means cut, cut means fucked. Castle still made of glass when my love comes back like nothing erodes down to the globe. Grain 1, grain 2, this is how we do. Melting in the wake, should've built it on a lake. Grain 3, grain 4, now we have more spires to fall under the beauty of it all. Grain 1, grain 2, this is how we do. Melting in the wake, should've built it on a lake. Grain 3, grain 4, now we have more spires to fall under the beauty of it all.
I can't stand the thought of being alone. Although I'm packed tight, I can't shake the fact that I was once a part of stone, now affixed with a mix of water to a temporarily standing castle, magnificent to the sunset, wind and sea, eager to dismantle. I finally learned to appreciate the turn of the tide of the change. True, I still try, there's a more to life, I refuse to settle enslaved. I stand guard steadfast, cast in earthen armor. I've lost the past again, but you can't take fierce, fearless of harm. I cling to the wall as best I can, then fall into the moat. Alone again, I enjoy the peace, momentarily afloat. Make my descent, rejoin old friends. The castle begins to crumble in the fading light. The arrival of night, I remain glorious and humble. Grain 1, grain 2, this is how we do. Melting in the wake, should've built it on a lake. Grain 3, grain 4, now we have more spires to fall under the beauty of it all. Grain 1, grain 2, this is how we do. Melting in the wake, should've built it on a lake. Grain 3, grain 4, now we have more spires to fall under the beauty of it all.
Music because they'll be hearing it all the time.
One of the loveliest nights I have ever spent at sea was on April 13th, 1970. It wasn't calm, and our little boat bowed and dipped and turned among the high waves left over from a storm. But the whales, deep inside those same waves, were aloof to all the turmoil at the surface, and their sounds were peaceful and serene.
This is the ink that leaks. Pen civilization eats itself on popular demand, not weak. Scrutiny tightens with blind eyes. Screwball the scans and skipping every other beat, tipping over every seat. One chance to rip seams open. Seems irresponsible, but I'm ripe like lit dynamite. Irrepressible outbursts, confessional. I, me, you, puncturing preparation dots to detach when through. Match do, love, skull, zero above zero in inferior first on continuity's curve. Chaos, unreserved, the sixth, seventh most sense. We love each other's every inch, crawling under the skin. Existence never augmented, real, authentic, indelible, permanent like a fucking tattoo. Pink ribbons are indeed pretty, loose or undone, tickling bare flesh parallel to you out of the sun. You're my curtain on bright afternoons drawn to shut, and when the downpours come arriving, I'm the mouth you cup.
Well, I'll take a bottle, but better to drink out of a glass. It's something that can last past abstract, and there's only one truth, no matter how many proofs you deduce. like the fascination of the infinite. It's so omnipotent, I'm so dissonant to your harmony. Onomatopoeia, we can never be on the very same plane. I don't like to fly while there's teeth in the sky, and you still wonder why, but hey, I can't complain, cause you can call me JC after the rain. When it's all plain as day, I never know what to say. Touche, and now it's gone with the sway as the days just keep on coming. Terrible assumptions, no things worth a chance. By the light we dance, circumference in the atlas at last free. Dumbfounded, oh how we resounded, how when out of tonic we were actually fine. Line between creation and then a crime, and you just so damn stuck in time. That's the key, hitting button number 3 while it's up against your will. Well, I'll call it. Well, I'll call it better than an optic fiber cable. Major savior, it feels so good being misunderstood. At attention, waiting on your question. Oh, I'm the answer. Please do continue by the light. That's right. Are you sure? Well, find out when the time is right. Are you sure this time? It sure is pain, heartaches, and stains. Well, I guess I'm game. Guess what? Oh, nothing. Did you say something? Guess what? Oh, nothing. I heard you say something. Guess what? I thought I heard you say something. Guess what? I heard you say something. Guess what? I heard you say something.
When the temperature rises and I'm burning up into flames, I spiral downwards and randomly take aim. And once decided, I get excited for the fall. When I reach a peak, there is plenty of the direction to choose. I risk it all, and when I do, I play to lose. Within my sight, she's terrified, backs up against the wall. Similar to my concern, she's scared of getting burned. Many people put their hand in the fire, but only few have learned. I long to start these fights, the scars across my chest. When I finally arrive, she steps aside, we barely graze. I continue to try by setting everything about to blaze. She remains cold, I lose all hope and get depressed. When I'm in this mood, the truth is the farthest thing from my mind. The best thing I could do is leave it far behind. But he's intimidates and I'm misunderstood. So I stay persistent, dying not as I perspire, until someone new comes through and quickly catches fire. My love is a lit cigarette thrown into the woods.
Does she know how you feel about her? Have you discussed that?
Yes, absolutely.
And what does she say?
She says she doesn't feel that way about me.
I don't think there's anyone in this room that doesn't understand that kind of pain.
Sky, 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 so fast is the sky, so fast is the sky. Every faraway cloud just wandering by, just wandering by. Where do they go? all the beautiful things that I see when you're with me. Oh my Dindy, my heart is singing to you like the wind in the trees, like a river that can't find the sea. That's me without you, Dindy.
If you look me in the eye, I bet you'd see someone you didn't know existed. Missing others, missing me, I'm better off
Gone with the frail wisps of smoke rings on fingertips, leaving doors slightly ajar, still knowing we're not far away.
Lifted spirits disappearing, unable to hold a physical form, dissolving the storm. It's what I always wanted when all along I should have wished that I was
Strong enough to stand on the shoreline, wriggling time with my casted line, hooked on the prison like a bottle to the past, in a decadent last form shards of glass.
Now the past is caught up with the present, present myself soft-spoken, choking on regrets, hesitant and bent, out of shape, rearranged to renew, to amend, to continue.
On and off with a simple subtle day after hour after caved in chest. This mess is to be clean, this life is to be weaned off slowly as we can.
Apostrophes for glue, it no longer applies. Let the horseshoes fly with the dry spells, eye dots, wildfire. Purity achieved from the cool tone relieves, overstimulated leads, the elite redeems. The decree of the PS first preferred, of the new school old syllabus of word. All along I log these complaints, criticism ain't for the faint or proud. How we arrived at the breakpoint stumps everybody that we know, sharing grievances. Bulletin posts what's safe to know, secrets affect like an opiate. Chocolate is my choice of sedative, rap is my adrenaline, although soft spoken.
Instantly you drew me in, the turning passing moments which will never return. Simple solid lines crossing then exploding into color each time. I feel a subtle burn, yearning for the loss after every constant gain, seeming so plain when compared to the last. I have a habit of rethinking paths after the cross. I'm living in the past
where everything is sinking but my sinker's not working, so I'm kind of uncertain what to throw. In the throes of a hot wind's blow, I know I don't have to know it all. Can I fall into the spring of winter's malcontent? Sat square on the fence, from hence on out my heart spins full of doubt, no question. Ship shapes intersecting, great, just when I think I have a grasp I gotta redraw the atlas. At last the master's full, but I can't tell if I'm pushing or being pulled. I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know. It's the kaleidoscope, open to the hope chest, good as it gets, cause nothing even happened yet. Kaleidoscope, open to the hope chest, good as it gets, cause nothing even happened yet.
Kaleidoscope, open to the hope as good as it gets, cause nothing even happened yet. Kaleidoscope, open to the hope as good as it gets, cause nothing even happened yet. Replaceable, nothing is forever. The words I write eventually will lose their meaning. Even chiseling my story onto stone was sitting slowly, then erode, becoming signs of timeless memories within the sea.
Let's see.
That's not how I want to be, putting too much emphasis on not completing nothing due to fearing of tomorrow. Now I'm here with yesterday's forever nuzzling, washing away.
Inside out, outside in, the bridge of your life turned on a whim to a kin of a transit. Roundabout 8, I've never been too late to inculcate the tech until I get it straight. Middle of the lake, ships on the dock, lovers crash on the rocks. I'm off on the on switch, turn for the song. A new scene unfolds, yet it's the last one I hold. So dear, so near, crystal clear.
Water-bearer, elementals air, captured by the river, drowning in despair. Rabbits running over covered eyes, I slumber weaker in the summer, strongest in the winter. Just like how she's cold, the temperature sober freezes me. I shatter pieces of me scattered, seeping through the matter as if nothing matters. But to keep me under, easily I'm flattered. Upon our return, descend to a journey deep in the abyss where we share a kiss. Season 96, prudent to resist. Said it shouldn't be, love is never me. I am free of form, she embodies depth. Waited still I rest, sing to her caress. No one ever sees, heaven love it see. Till my cup is dry, with to say goodbye. Taking with the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world. I was thinking about the gods made a seven to the world. And I never started different love falling in the world.
Experts take their clinical stabs to discuss love, sex. It takes no educated guess to really observe both as complex. Dissecting delicate issues, I invite all to totally delve. Cut and sever the sticky strings that keep our swollen hearts in peril. Destiny is a monster. The mirror reveals an imposter. The silence plays out like an opera. We read upon Deepak Chopra. It's all I know, the grief. To behold what some never do seek. To arrive at a premature peak that we barely imagined in dreams. I mentioned it multiple times. When star-crossed lovers collide. Two lives have no room to provide. Great love with the leg room to thrive. We cultivate patience, grapple with anguish. Take advantage and open to acts. It's more of the power, don't sour the soul. Proper love fills open hearts with gold.
Our hearts are two lilies in conversation. You lit up my heavenly skies with your star, moon, sun. Our hearts are two lilies in conversation. You lit up my heavenly skies with your star, moon, sun. Plated chest heaves out exhaustion. Tainted love spray coated with devotion to a slow suffocation. The taste of your distance pours out of my lung and comes a breath so dissonant. Every step thoughtlessly in sync, I sink shallow into the page of your sweetheart parade. Languished in eternity of every waking moment. Hour gazes betwixt on the axis of docile fragments and trembles in its absence. I'm indecent before you, hoping not to bore you with a pose gone awry. A dry tear hangs lonely in the sky while I'm a beast in disguise, writhing inside the tide. Tide goes low. Again I heave under the bow, bow breaks. Seems I made a mistake. Gone before you wake. Identity due to mistaken. She dented me.
The color of my love is
the
gold.
color of my love is gold.
Goes the heart.
Gold goes the heart when it's falling apart, and I'm dying to save every drop.
The color of my love is
The color of my love is gold.
Goes the heart.
Gold goes the heart, but it's falling apart, and I'm dying to save every drop.
All the whales in an area are constantly changing their shared song in little ways. Every week the song gets a few new touches, and after a few years the old song has been entirely replaced, and everyone is singing a new song. Here's a song recorded 5 years after the one we just heard.
Castaway catalog of songs for the fog, in a waterlogged vessel, kelp weaving in the trestle. The tale of an Etzel in a stomach full of pretzel. Logic all forgotten here in our underwater coffin, coughing up a lung in this melting sun. Sung in the past by the ancestors' chances, they laughed and wept into oceans unkept. Waves wave goodbye in the blink of an eye. Why try to cease the pull when it's pushing your whole wealth of swollen numb feelings to the brink of your evening out? Stout courage needed so as not to be discouraged as you search in vain for a land with no pain or tears, or the same adding up to the seas, swallowing tides to a sailor's demise. You know it's really okay. I see the dock of the bay and I'm calling it home, because there's no such thing as that.
I'm one in the mill, unconcerned without will. We gather round in the cloud, the numbers drop by the mouth. Foolish feeling, loneliness is still we swim in the school. There's no escape when there's no questioning nor simple debates. I never once thought of what is solely mine to hold dear. I never twice thought of who I am, I only compared. The similarities characterize me, part of the norm. The differences I locked away and buried deep in the dirt. So until the day it surfaces, I live and I lie, hiding deep within the weeds, concealed from concepts of time. When no return, the sands shift and I return in in the line. I'm happiest when catching currents and I'm tailing behind. It's all the same although the blurry memories dissipate. I put my trust in instinct, celestial navigate. Distinct from consciousness, it's natural that I'm here. So never will I know the beauty of the blue and the clear.
Adamant about the cabinet's contents and panicking internally, red lights, but no one detects heightened sensitivity, cause I'm stone in the face of all adversity's effects. I know I cannot erase the impact shaping this experience of sunset and rise. How I play on every spin inside the cycle of life. I feel more kindred with the sharks in the darks of their eyes, and more akin to every dolphin darting playful in tides, and more akin to coral reef rousing breaks in the waves, and more akin to beached whale suicidal displays. So the wishy-washy oscillations of human minds drown the hope of any triumphs, trumpeting the simplified arrival of all right in our offbeat lands. So revering the pearl but disregarding the clams. In the plan of God's arrangement we were born from the blue, and evolution has ensured we reunite by the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6